Hello there, welcome to 6 Life here on 6 TV, the Oxford channel. My name's Matt McNamara. We're broadcasting to you live if you're watching us, and it's about 6:30 in the evening now on a Monday evening. We are live, and it's unfortunate that we're live because over in the kitchen it's Michel Soudanais, our resident chef, and you never quite know what he's going to do, but he's cooking away, and it's looking really nice actually. His wok is working overtime today. Michel, you're sizzling away, but it looks and smells gorgeous. It's nice. Okay, also coming up later on, we've got Kid Fury, one of the DJs from Passion 107.9. He's going to be in. He normally does the Fat Club on a Saturday night, but he's going to be in here pre talking about his evening at the Jam Factory down on Park End Street. Passion 107.9, that's Kid Fury coming up later on in the show. But first of all, here in the studio, we have Anne Stieglitz, who's sitting closest to me, and also Benedict Pashasnik as well. They've come from the Wallingford Peace Group exhibition, which is being held at Wallingford School of Art and Art History. They've brought with them some expressive pieces of art and documentations dating all the way back 20 years to 1983. Thank you both very much for coming in.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. Welcome to 6 TV. And first of all, why have you organised the exhibition? What's behind it?
We've organised the exhibition because the work we brought is actually from over 20 years ago, when we had another large exhibition celebrating our 4 years of existence. And of course now it's over 20 years because we were founded in 1980, which you can see on the first board over there.
Yeah.
And we founded the group in 1980 because of the, I suppose, cruise missile crisis that there was and the passion that people felt. And we were actually a very big group in Wallingford, and we found that resurrecting the exhibition now and adding on what was happening today was very instructive as far as history is concerned, because everybody who took part is 20 years older, all the kids have grown up, and we found that young people who are coming in have never heard about the cruise missile crisis, let alone the Cold War or anything like that. So it's, I think, as educators, that's one of the main reasons.
So if I was to say what's the exhibition, it really embraces everything, then it's from the last 20 years, winding all the way back.
Yes, and the activities of the Peace Group. And it's also strange that Wallingford's such a small town, and has such a sort of a group of radical activity, which was very sort of, we were pleased about that.
All right, and well, behind you we've got the banner as well, Wallingford Peace Group, which is a wonderfully colourful piece just behind you, just to give a sort of visual idea of what you're doing. But we've also got these expressive pieces to go through as well and see what you've got there. But what exactly are you showing at the exhibition?
The exhibition is huge. In the main galleries we have the documentation, so the chronicle of the Peace Group, which you'll see over here with the coloured pictures that we framed and the photographs of what we did. In our library we have quite a lot of documentation with leaflets and all the Peace Group newsletters, which I think the local record office wants to keep, because all these things that we did spontaneously are now of historical importance. And then really most exciting of all, in the studio upstairs, sixth formers have done an installation on the theme of power. They've been reading 1984, and they'd also put on Jesus Christ Superstar at Wallingford School. And they've done a wonderful installation that you go into. The room's very dark, it's all red and black, and they've constructed a Caesar's throne made out of the Financial Times, as well as a sacrificial table with the remnants of the peace stuff. So we were very pleased that young people, are very passionate about, and of course that's to do with today, isn't it, Benedict?
But Benedict, what do you find most interesting then about the exhibition?
Well, I moved into Wallingford only at the end of last year, and it was just when the war in Iraq was starting to be discussed, and I was very upset with it, and I joined the Wallingford Peace Group, and then when the idea of the exhibition came up, I thought it was very interesting for me to know more about, as Anne was explaining, about the past. And I mean, in early 80s I was only 10 years old, and I was in France anyway, so and so to find out about the Grim and Commons March and all these things is really good for me.
Benedict, is it quite good that younger people are taking up a bit of interest in global affairs?
Well, that's what I hope. I mean, to see the six formers doing this piece of art was really good, and hopefully, looking at the past helped us as well to bring more people involved.
Well, if you could both take me through this chronology, it'd be quite good to just get an idea of the timings involved. What do we have?
So we founded ourselves in 1980, and the exhibition was very democratic. So everybody did drawings. So some of the drawings are more naive, some of them more sophisticated. It depended who you were. And children did drawings and adults on. So should we flip over? So 1980 we were founded, and then one of our posters was, and this is, 1983, look at us, we started really small as the South Oxfordshire Peace Campaign.
Yes.
And kept growing, and that was the previous banner we made. And let's have the next one then. And then our early days, you can see that we signed our constitution in Wallingford Town Hall.
Up at the top in the middle, yeah.
Yes, and I think we've got a picture of Michael Foot there, and is this Trevor Hiddleston? Yes, I think so.
I can see exactly why the Records Office would be quite interested in keeping hold of some of these.
And when we did this in '84, John Mortimer opened the exhibition. It was exciting for us then, but now it's historical.
John Mortimer's great now, isn't he?
Yes,
He's done some great interviews in his time.
And we had photographs of all the London events, and there's the big march in Hyde Park, which was also as big as the one now in February. So it's almost like a mirror image of what was happening. So that's us in London.
Okay.
And then we took part in local events like the Wallingford Carnival, which is always in June, and we did a huge Peace Group float on the theme of the Wizard of Oz, and we actually won first prize that year.
Brilliant.
And then the next one, should we go on?
It's great. And then Upper Hayford as well,
Upper
again
Hayford,
on a local.
The blockades of Upper Hayford, and people put themselves on the line with the police and everything.
Oh, you can see the law getting involved there as well,
Yes, and then the next one, I don't know if this is too fast for you. And then we were a very important support group for Greenham.
Yeah.
So we both went to Greenham, but we actually did things like we went on the food run. And of course, like all the other peace groups, I'm not saying we were special, it's just that we've recorded it like this. And we were part of the big surround the base, the 30,000 women who surrounded the base. I think there's a photograph in the middle, just below the black and white one, of all the 30,000 women. I think that was very important, that both men and women took part in the peace group, still are, and but that the women became so self-confident and strong. And it's really brilliant. And then we wanted to show young people, what their parents had done. Their parents weren't just fuddy-duddies.
Right.
And then Benedict, I don't know if you wanted to say something about today's.
Well, the peace group. The activities were not so much in the last year, but in the last years, but now since 6-7 months we started again, and the Peace Group went to the big London March, and there was some members of the group went to Fairford Camp as well, and so that's
so the top pictures are in London on the big Million March, and they also went to Fairford. And then the Chronicle, the two coloured
these two just in front of the kitchen here. We've got so you have this Chronicle just marking the particular dates then. 1983.
Yes, so 1983 we seem to have done a lot.
Busy.
Forgotten, but
so that runs from June through till December.
Yes. I haven't brought everything because I think there's more in the gallery.
Well, it's good just to get a taste before, so
but
that
it also
people can
gives
see
you
that
a sense of also the joy that we felt. This is why we've called the exhibition Celebrating Peace, because the world is so terrible at the moment that we felt that what is life about? Life should be a rainbow. Like Bishop Tutu said, the rainbow nation he called South Africa. Well, we should have a rainbow world, really, shouldn't we?
There's no reason why not. I mean, there's the word globalisation has such negative connotations these days. With the financial impact and large conglomerates and big companies. But there's no reason why the fact that we're so close or can be so close to any part of the globe these days, why we can't just all pull together.
But it's like everybody needs to get involved. It's often easy to think, well, it's far away from me, I can't do anything, there's not much I can do, I don't have time, we're all rushing around with so many things, but how can we find a bit of time to get involved in these very important issues?
Okay, well, thank you both very much for coming in.
Indeed.
And Benedict and Anne, good luck
Thank you.
With the event and with the exhibition. It's been very good to see you. Nice little taster today to get an idea of what will be there. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.